Hello, everybody, and welcome to TTV
Mardi Gras.
episode 102.
Mardi Gras.
This episode is going to be a pretty...
Oh no, an airplane.
For those that may have surmised as much by the static and the plane sound, Venom is currently not at his home. He's talking to us on his phone. And he will be departing.
TTV on the go.
Yeah, TTV on the go with Vin. He'll be departing in several minutes, but he's going to be here for the first part of the episode, talking about stuff with us. So, without further ado, we're going to launch right into our discussion topics. But first, I'm Messinac.
I'm Eljay.
I'm Kahi.
I'm Venom.
I'm Viper.
And once again, this is TTV episode 102. I will warn you all who are listening right now, you may have surmised as much from the title of the episode, but this episode will primarily deal with discussion about E3 2014. If you're not into video games, well, you're going to be out of luck.
Get out of here!
Out of here, yeah. Although there will be a couple minor pieces of LEGO news we're going to talk about first. The first of which being... So... How about that there new Kuso set? I mean, idea set.
There you go.
Lego ideas.
Lego Ideas, the first set off of the new rebranding, has been announced.
Lego.
And out of the competition...
Stupid airplane. Shut up.
Anyway, after these sets, there was the female Minifigure set, Macross VF1 Valkyrie, Legend of Zelda, Japanese-style architecture, Adventure Time, Back to the Future, and Sherlock. The one that won was the female minifigure set, Research Institute. And... I don't know, guys. I just don't know.
Looks lame.
I don't know anymore. I really don't.
It's lame. It's lame.
Why is it lame?
Because it's just like you got all these like really licenses that will like guarantee you like people, and then they're like, oh yeah, the female Lego group.
Yeah.
But Viper, don't you want more girly sets? I mean, more female Lego minifigs in your sets?
Yeah.
No.
But
Oh,
Viper.
No, I don't.
I
Actually,
think it's actually kind of cool.
it's probably one of the reasons why
For
they're
a low
doing it.
price.
Because
No, but if I could choose over Zelda or a female mini set, I'm choosing Zelda. I'm sorry.
that's probably why they refused it. It's probably because they have so many licenses they're broke and they need a non-licensed product. So Minecraft is
They
gonna
have
bleed
so
them
many
dry.
licenses going on right now.
Yeah, superheroes and Minecraft.
You know, not to
Yeah.
mention, I kind of remember an article on Yahoo a few months back. Some little girl sent a message to Lego, like a letter, saying that she wanted more female Lego minifigures going on adventures, like all the dudes. And Friends just wasn't good enough because they weren't really going on adventures, they were just going to the mall.
And now this is
Well,
That
Dragon
annoys
going to the
me.
jungle.
That franchise annoys me. It's all like pink and pink and pink, and it's like not every girl likes pink. You do realize this?
Well, I will be 100% completely fair. Like, I would start off by agreeing with you, but at the same time, I know, like, my little brother has friends, right? And one of his friends has a bunch of Lego sets. And he's always been into Lego, and his sisters, he has little sisters, they've never really been into it until these Lego Friends sets came out. And then they were all over that because they are, you know, they are that market. They like
It is a
pink
cool
stuff. They
gateway
like that whole
thing.
Right. So I do agree with like, oh, you know, they shouldn't be all marketing and all it's pink and all this girly stuff. At the same time, it is kind of working.
It's
like,
good for business.
they wouldn't have gotten into Lego anyways. They didn't consider buying any Lego until they came out with girl-themed Lego. So there's that dual side thing you have to look at because it might get, you know, who knows, they might grow up into it and they might get more invested, become a TFL later.
I guess I was just one of those girls who realised what they were doing and was just like, you know what, no. I'm gonna be rebellious and hate pink, and I was.
Well, I was rebellious and I hated pink too.
As
But
soon as I saw Bionicle,
Eljay.
I dumped the pink. Okay.
That's why they created that pink color.
Lol.
I swear to God, if they did that, I'd be really angry.
So Vin, would
Alright,
you
Captain.
buy this set if it was $30?
No.
Would you buy this
God,
set if
no.
it was $20?
No.
Would you buy this set if it was $10?
I'd say at most it'd be a $15 set, and by 15 I mean like $13.99 plus tax, $12.99 plus tax actually, because inflation's really taking its toll nowadays.
Yep. On the positive side,
$12.99.
that's a pretty legit skeleton.
Oh, dude, yeah, the skeleton's so great. Great cheese. That's the only good thing about this. I don't care about the women.
Oh, the dinosaur.
Yeah.
Screw
okay.
the women.
Okay. So.
Let's try to back away from that as quickly as possible.
Yes. Okay.
The
Well, it's
views
not like we
shared
have
by
any
Venom are
female
at no
listeners.
point, the views endorsed by the Free Virtues podcast.
Yes.
It's not like we have any female listeners. Viper, you don't count. You're one of us now.
oh snap!
Okay. Does
Venom
anybody?
just oh go on.
Does anybody else have anything to say?
I will
Um,
say something. So you know the person who sent the letter saying, we want more girls doing adventure.
Yeah.
But these women aren't doing anything. They're not on an adventure. They're just doing jobs.
Life is an adventure.
They're just like one of them's like I can't remember what it like astronomy and then chemistry and then like a museum person. Can't remember what they're called.
What is that called? Archaeology?
I can't remember what it's
Yeah,
called.
like,
Yeah,
it's-
archaeology. That's it.
Astronomy, archaeology, sciencey.
No, wait, it's
Paleontology. Yes.
paleontology.
Wait, then what's
Yeah,
archaeology?
It's
Well,
old civilizations
paleontology.
and stuff.
Ah, fudge. Indiana Jones.
Right. Paleontology is specifically.
We don't even
dinosaurs.
have Indy here. Honestly, yeah. To wrap up my last thoughts, I guess it's a nice change of pace, but not one that I immediately would have gone to. I'm just waiting for BZ Power to just start flipping pancakes about how amazing this is. Gosh dang it.
Probably. Yeah.
I mean,
Anyway.
Because BZ
It's-
Power is run by women.
the views portrayed by Venom is not endorsed by TTV Podcast.
Oh, you're just having fun saying that to somebody else instead of having it said about you.
Oh, I'm so. No, yeah, I know, right? Look,
Yeah, I know, right? It's usually said about Kahi.
it's usually said to me. I
And
can't.
it's actually very much true.
Okay. So one more.
I mean, all right.
One more quick
No,
thing.
You can't.
One more quick thing about Lego before we move on to E3. So the.
Get to say my thing.
Okay, fine. Say it. Hurry. We're in a rush
Buy
here.
that movie.
Okay. Say it. I will say this: if they came out with, an all-black Lego thing or an all-Asian thing, might seem a bit like catering to me. As an Asian, I guess they do have like the Ninjago sets, but it's more like the historical theme rather than like, hey, we're now putting Asians in Lego. But I guess they needed more female Lego stuff. So
Oh, snap.
way to overcharge them.
It's
See, I just brought racism into this thing.
You
good
did?
thing they did not go with that Japanese architecture set. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I would actually
No.
have preferred that personally, as someone who likes to
Yeah.
build stuff.
That's
Or
it.
Legend of
Look-
Zelda. Come on,
That
Legend of Zelda.
that architecture set did look pretty cool.
It was, and I think they should have easily. I mean, they have a Lego architecture line. I don't know why they didn't take the pagoda thing and put it in that.
Maybe they will.
There's no licensing. There's no anything to it.
Maybe they will in the
Uh,
future and just not call it ideas.
Possibly,
Anyway.
yeah. They might be reserving it for architecture. All right, go on.
Okay, the next bit of news, very brief. I just want to let you guys all know and ask Kahi a question about it. The LEGO Minifigures Online Open Beta begins in June, and you can sign up for it at playminifigures.com. Now, Kahi, will you be doing footage?
I will be doing footage the exact moment that I can. I'm not sure when it is coming out, but the moment it does come out, Messer will notify me when it does. I'm going to sit down and record some footage, and you guys can see if you want to join in or not.
The very
If it is,
you swear
right,
on your life, you will.
I swear on my life, I will release some sort of footage
Wow.
by the time it comes out.
Okay. You heard it here, folks.
This is my
Doesn't
this is my kingdom come.
If it doesn't pan out, let's lynch him.
If this game is really good, I think we might have some TTV game meetups or something to do on the actual game. I believe it's free for people to play, so.
Yeah,
That's great.
it is indeed.
But if not, then that's how it goes.
Yeah. That's pretty much that for LEGO minifigures. Now, we have reached the bulk of the episode, and now we can slow down a bit. Stop going at such a crazy pace. Now this is how it's gonna go. For those that don't know, we did the same thing last year, I think, except I'm not sure we did a predictions video. I think we just talked about stuff as it happened, but similarly to our actual E3 coverage, we're just going to go press conference to press conference and predict and discuss what's going to be shown and what our hopes are and what some rumors have been about stuff. However, since Venom will be leaving fairly soon, he gets to go first and talk about whatever he wants in no particular order. So
Sweet.
congratulations, you're getting the VIP treatment.
Alright, cool. So yeah, get hype. E3 2014. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's your birthday. Go Reggie. Speaking of, but yeah, I want to.
Lol, Vin lag.
Venom.
He started with the Wii, and everything from there just went into a downward spiral. I want to hope for you. I really do.
Nintendo?
So give me some good reason to hope.
You mean Nintendo? You lagged when saying that?
Yeah, Nintendo.
Okay.
Freaking Nintendo. I mean, they're making some good moves. Smash Brothers coming out for both 3DS and Wii U. Can't wait to get both. Hopefully they come out with another Mario 64 because I'm still hoping for that.
Yeah, I will agree with you there.
So, I don't know. Part of me wants to expect something good from them, but another part of me is thinking the same thing's going to happen last year, and we're not going to have an actual press conference. We're going to have a pre-recording of lame stuff that nobody cares about.
Oh, we're definitely having the pre-recording. That's already been confirmed.
But
it may not be lame stuff that nobody cares about. Okay. Well, you're in a bit of a unique situation, Vin, because you have the most next-gen consoles out of anybody. You have a Wii U and a PS4. And you're like,
oh yeah, dude, I can't wait for what Sony has to come out with this year as well.
It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure.
Can't wait to see what'll be coming out for my PS4.
Yep.
Real quickly, if I may.
And then Microsoft.
Yeah, Eljay.
I'm gonna have to make this part where I gotta leave the episode real quick, so
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Stuff
Who's
came up.
leaving?
What was me?
I may be back. I may be back during the midst of the episode, but just to let you guys know.
Okay.
Continue on, Venom. E3. Get hype.
See ya.
See ya.
Continue on.
Venom. Oh no.
Everyone's leaving. Eljay's gone.
Everyone's dying.
Kahi will have to go soon. It'll just be me and Viper at this rate.
What does shipping commence?
Be
The
quiet.
Meso and Viper centric episode.
Oh no. Yeah, that recent comment string in TTV 101.
Oh my god.
Man, we need a forum. This kind of stuff is too funny just to let
No,
be in
we
the
don't
comments.
need a phone.
We will have like our own forum. We'll call it. We'll
Okay.
call it something.
Eljay had to go. Venom dropped from the call and he can't be re-added because Eljay's gone and he's the host of the call on Skype. And now Vin says he has to go anyway. His moment of departure has arrived, and I'm trying to get his opinions. But in the meantime, I guess let's.
We should name the episode like something to do like someone being like the last member standing or something.
Last member stand. TTV episode 1 and 2. They're all gone.
Yeah, everybody's gone.
Well, let's see how it goes. I guess since it's just us three, we can do the normal format before you have to go, Kahi. But that being said, let's start with
Yeah.
Microsoft. The first press conference of
Okay.
the day, June 9th, when E3 begins. They are going to have some interesting stuff, and I'm calling it right now. I predict this will be like a role reversal from last year between Microsoft and Sony. Because for those that don't know, last year Microsoft made perhaps the most amount of blunders any company could make in rapid succession,
Oh,
and they looked like fools, and Sony completely went up to them in every possible way, and it was hilarious.
yeah, the next gen.
That was pretty funny.
It
was
was
pretty
such
funny.
owning. It hurt.
Basically, like one of the main people in Microsoft offended nearly everyone who doesn't have internet.
Pretty much.
Even
like,
the
it was-
Marines that like are fighting in
Yeah, the
like
submarines.
Afghanistan. Yeah, in
I
like
wonder if,
submarines.
like,
It's like I don't
at the
care. You
last
give
second,
me
like,
money.
Sony was at the we were waiting for Microsoft's press conference, and they're like, "All right, people aren't happy about this. People aren't happy about this. People aren't happy about. We're gonna go and make rearrange our presentation
Yeah.
to focus on. Oh, so Microsoft said they had this, but we don't have always online DRM.
All I had to do were make some slides. It wouldn't have
Yeah,
been.
they just
right.
used it. Yeah, they got there and they're like, oh yeah, Microsoft
Oh,
is
and
being
people
screwed.
were cheering, and they were like, "Yeah," because they were so disappointed by Microsoft. And now Microsoft has had the bend backwards.
Yeah.
And all the stuff they announced they're erasing.
To the
And
For now, it's all gone, including Kinect.
everything.
Come to find,
Right.
the dude that was heading up the whole thing either got fired or left, and he's now over at Zynga. And they have a new head of Xbox
Yeah.
named Phil Spencer, who apparently is loved by everybody and is turning things around. He's the one responsible for it.
He sounds like a money-hungry jerk.
Which one?
Thingy Spencer, the one that left because of all this.
Spencer didn't leave, but yeah, the other guy, he
This is a new guy, but yeah.
The one who came up with all the ideas of how, you must pay for pre-owned
Right.
games.
I do appreciate the fact that they were trying to innovate them, because this is the future, honestly.
Yeah.
The always online DRM and all. That is going to happen. It just wasn't. They announced it too soon. They announced it when the world didn't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Google is now doing the thing where they're sending out those the $1 billion satellites, to give the entire world Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
Once that happens, that might be then maybe Sony or maybe somebody else will come out and be like, now we're having this always online thing, and it will work then because everybody has better access to decent Wi-Fi.
Exactly.
Then when they announced it, people are just people like us who are like, oh man, my connection is 1.6 megabytes upload, or it's no, I have 0.3.
Yeah.
Terrible internet. I'm not gonna want to play on always online, and nobody wanted to either.
Yep.
And now Microsoft just missed the ball by a couple of years.
Yeah. And they've had to take back so much stuff the console's unrecognizable at this point, but maybe that's for the best right now.
It's
Yeah.
even the first thing they said, it'll be called the Xbox One. Everybody was
That's
like,
stupid.
oh my god, that's stupid!
Yeah.
I remember like the Xbox and the Xbox 360, and now it's the Xbox One. And someone says, "So what do we call the first Xbox?"
Yeah,
Nobody had
it
an
was a stupid name. I liked Xbox Infinity. Before,
Infinity
Yeah, that
worked
sounds pretty cool.
really well.
But before
But
it
I
was
do
announced,
see
I
their
was calling it the Next Box.
Yeah,
I liked
I was
that.
calling that too. One thing I do see their problem with the Xbox Infinity. What happens after that generation's over? You
Yeah,
can't go any farther than Infinity, so they're kind of like at a loss.
truth. But no, I'm just glad that this year all the negative stuff is gone and we can have a nice battle between games and fun stuff
Right.
without drama and nonsense. And on the games front, boy, is that going to be interesting. So, pretty much, we do have some confirmed stuff, but the games that have been confirmed, we do not really know if they're going to be at which press conference. But I'll tell you what I think is going to be at the Microsoft press conference. That would be obviously Halo 5 Guardians. That'll be like probably what they open with. Then they're no, actually probably not. Since it probably won't be gameplay, they'll probably open with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which is the best looking Call of Duty since the original Modern Warfare, which everybody loved because it has
I'm
innovation.
excited for one thing and one
Sorry,
thing
that
only
was
about that game,
awful.
and that's Kevin Spacey.
I'm excited for gameplay
Sorry, I just made an
innovations.
awful sound. I just don't like Call of Duty.
Kevin Spacey is fantastic on Game of Cards.
Okay, well, hopefully he'll do well.
Anyhow,
So that game,
Right.
game
no, I
Just
mean
lag.
he's a name actor. You know, he's somebody that fits in that political flow or that kind of environment very well. Now, the thing I'm kind of, I guess, a little worried about is that he might be too much of a two-dimensional character in this game when he can be such a great actor. Do you know he's Lex Luthor in Superman Returns?
No, I didn't.
No,
The guy, that Lex Luthor, that's him, and he was
Oh.
criminally underused.
I never saw that movie.
No, I didn't either.
Okay. I'll probably open with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, then at some point during the show they'll have Halo 5 Guardians. Here's what I want. They pretty much confirmed last year it'll be 60 frames per second and have dedicated servers. That's pretty much the big thing with it. I want to see gameplay. I do. I don't want another CGI trailer, even though it's not coming out till like November 2015, so it probably will be a CGI trailer. I want gameplay. I don't care if it's scripted. I just want it. Because Halo 5 is a hotbed of controversy because there were some people that liked Halo 4 and then there were the vast majority that did not like Halo 4. And people are like, well, they better reverse the direction they were headed in Halo 4
Well,
or else
wasn't it like sabotaged or something?
What?
Wasn't it like sabotaged or something or other? Like the people who like designed the game were like changing it on purpose
Well, yeah,
or something.
the team they brought in to make Halo 4, it was a big source of controversy. They didn't want it to play like traditional Halo. They decided we're going to reinvent it from the ground up to try to get the COD audience to abandon Call of Duty and to come
Right.
to play Halo.
Yeah, that's really gonna
And
go well.
It didn't work
That's-
because the game launched within 2 weeks of the year's Call of Duty game, and nobody from Call of Duty jumped on to play Halo. Everybody from Halo that were disappointed with Halo 4 pretty much said, well, if we're going to play COD, we may as well go play Call of Duty. Kahi, what's up with your mic?
The mic stand came undone.
Okay.
I have to fix it.
So, I personally didn't have much issue with Halo 4. I understood where people were coming from. It didn't grip me as much as, say, Reach did, but I don't hate the game. But I am very curious what they're going to do
Yeah.
for Halo 5. If it's more of the
Yeah,
same, I'm not interested.
Even still, it's like instead of playing Halo 4, we're just like, oh, should we all play Reach? And we're just like, yeah.
Yeah,
Should we
nowadays,
play Halo 4? Yeah.
yeah, something about it, it's
okay.
just not as fun.
No, it's
I
not.
completely
It feels too easy.
Yeah. So while I don't really have much of an issue with Halo 4, if it's more of the same in Halo 5, I'm not really interested, to be honest. And
I agree with you there.
then,
Halo's a very iconic franchise. And by rebuilding it from the ground up and trying to meet the best of, it's one of those things like if you want to please everybody and you end up pleasing nobody.
yeah, that's exactly
That's basically what
Yep.
343 tried to do.
So this
And,
year, I'm hoping
they-
they've learned from their mistakes, but if we don't see gameplay, we won't know until 2015. So it'll be another year of speculation. And then also
Another
on the
year
Halo-
of horrific rumors.
Exactly. Also on the Halo front, the thing that people are actually more excited to hear about than Halo 5, Halo 2 Anniversary, and or the Halo Master Chief Collection. Because what is currently rumored is that all 4 original Halo games, not original, but the 4 main entries, will be remastered for the Xbox One and may or may not feature their multiplayers. And that would be great, because if Halo CE and Halo 2 could be archived on the Xbox One forever and remastered with their multiplayers intact, that would just be fantastic. Because then,
And also, it would be like,
here's if the new games are bad, the old ones are there and new HD graphics,
yeah,
good
that's what I was gonna
servers,
say.
and you can play them with people, and the communities aren't dead and laggy like in Halo 3. You try to go play Halo 3 nowadays, it's impossible. There's too much lag. The servers suck. So, this could be the
And
best.
that is if you can find a match.
Exactly.
This is like 7 people online in your region. I'm just like, wow, I'm a very minority, aren't I?
Exactly. So that, to be completely honest, is what I'm looking forward to the most. And we will
Okay.
see if that actually comes
Halo
to
trilogy
pass.
on Steam, guys.
That may happen, because they just announced Dead Rising 3 is coming to Steam, which up until recently was one of the Xbox One's big exclusives. And this isn't a rumor, it's actually been announced with trailer.
I would love for trilogy to be on Steam. I don't think I would buy an Xbox One right now, but I definitely buy the trilogy on Steam if that came out. Those are great games.
Yeah. Let's see, Viper. What do you think about the possibility they may show a trailer for the new Gears of War game? Does that excite you?
I'm excited because Judgment sucked a lot. Like, I'm sorry, like Cliff and Rod, the 2 people who made the previous 3 games, like left during it, and you know when Cliff leaves his own game, you know things are bad, and it was awful. Loads of Gears fans just they just hated it, and now I've heard that Rod Ferguson is gonna go back onto the development team, so I have a little bit more hope now.
Well, it's a completely
the
new
game will
team
actually-
making it.
Yeah, but apparently Rod Ferguson, one of the developers, is also part of this team.
Interesting.
I don't know what Cliff's doing. That's what I've heard. It may not be true. But
Well, that'd be cool. So that may or may not have a trailer. Nobody really knows at this point. Quantum Break. That may have something. Maybe not. As far as that is concerned, they announced that.
yeah,
What?
whatever happened to that thing?
It's
Because
an incredibly weird game. Nobody really knows what it is. The trailer last year was incredibly cryptic, and few details have been released about it.
I didn't really like the trailer.
It was so weird.
It was kind of. I was like, what the hell? I don't even know what this game's about.
Yeah, it was like,
It's about
a
time.
little girl, and she was like, "Do you want to see what I can do?" And there was a boat crashing, and people shooting.
That trailer, there's some like stuff to keep ambiguous. That was just the wrong thing to keep ambiguous.
Yeah, because
Especially when
they're
you're
like, this is
announcing
the new Xbox
IP.
new IP. This is gonna sell consoles, and here's a weird trailer. Yeah. As far as that is
Yeah, apparently
concerned,
it's gonna,
what?
develop TV, add TV,
Oh yeah,
live
it's gonna have a
action.
TV show.
And it just doesn't feel right. Like, it feels kind of cheap.
That's the other thing. Rumor is
To
we
do-
may see a trailer for the Halo TV show. You just reminded me.
Oh.
So that ought to be interesting.
Yeah.
Aside from that, they'll probably show the new Forza game. I'm betting they will have a couple new IPs. If they just had their run-of-the-mill stuff, it'd be pretty boring. We'll probably hear more about some of the games announced last year that haven't come out yet. Yeah, Microsoft. Here's hoping they do good. I predict they will do good. I'll say it right now. I think they'll do better than Sony because there's a ton of rumors for Microsoft games. Nothing
Easily.
really rumored for Sony. They have there's been a PS4 drought. Nothing's coming out at all. They have nothing lined up to release in
Right.
2014. All their games have got delayed. So
Yeah.
Microsoft has a lot of their franchises lined up for announcement or release this E3, and Sony really has, I think, the next Uncharted, I believe, is
Yeah. that's gonna be
the one that they're kind of pushing for, and that's it. Like Infamous already has a new game.
Bizarre, they may have one or two more big things, but nothing concrete.
The issue is if you like pump out games, then they may not be up to par, and that would be even worse than
Sure.
delaying them.
That is very true. So that is Microsoft. Now, in the interest of time, because Kahi will have to leave soon, we're going to skip to the end of E3, Tuesday, June 10th, the Nintendo press conference.
Yeah.
And
Right.
he has a lot to say about Nintendo, so we're going to let him say that before he has to go. Kahi, what are
Thank
your
you.
hopes for Nintendo's E3 this year?
My hopes for Nintendo at E3 this year is a return to form, I guess. They are at a very interesting position with the Wii U. And the Wii U has been released. Wii U has not met expectations for about, how long has it been out? Like a year or two?
Yeah,
About 2
Yeah.
years?
close.
Yeah, probably 2 years. Yeah.
The stuff, there's been some stuff to hold people over. There's been the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker remake. There's been New Super Mario 3D World, all that kind of stuff. They really kind of let it not stagnate,
Wow.
but just be kind of there, right? It's nothing all too big until very recently. Very recently, Mario Kart 8 came out, and Wii sales have been booming. People are calling, reviews have said this is one of the best, the games that come out, best Mario Kart things, all the new innovations they make really add up to the franchise. In the UK, I heard that sales are up by 600%, which is a lot
I
for a
love
console.
Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart.
Right, and not just the games. The console sales were up by 600%. So I love Mario Kart, and this year Nintendo is releasing Super Smash Brothers, which is another big party franchise. So the stuff that makes people want to get a console so they can play with their friends.
Yes.
It's kind of like their own Call of Duty is the Smash Bros. Franchise, and they're pulling out all the stops. Like they have Mega Man for it, which has been one of the most requested Smash Bros. Fighters. Sonic is also back, so Sonic, Mega Man, and Mario can all hash it out and do all that kind of stuff.
Hashtag bring back Rob.
And they're doing bring back Rob, bring back Ness. I don't know how the roster is going to look up at the end of this E3. And they also have the Treehouse, and I don't know if you guys have heard of Treehouse.
No.
Treehouse is like this special, this secret division of Nintendo, where they work on I guess some either new concepts or old concepts. They're getting new games. Treehouse is like the absolute do not, the do not go into portion of Nintendo.
What on earth?
And they've been building this up, and they are going to release the stuff that's been going on in Treehouse up until now. I don't know if you guys know much about that, but I'm actually kind of excited. Nintendo is one of those companies that they can always bounce back. You remember the 3DS? 3DS first came out, people thought it was dead in the water because the lineup was pretty terrible.
Yeah.
The only thing it really had to its name at the beginning was what was that one game?
Possibly Nintendo.
Lol, it's in
I don't know.
Yeah.
Nintendo
They did the
something.
Ocarina of Time. It was the Ocarina of Time for the 3DS.
Yeah.
That was like one of at the beginning. That was one of the only good titles they had on there, and people thought it was dead in the water for the longest time. About a year, almost close to a year after the launch window, people are like, when the PS Vita comes out, it has the processing power of a PS3, it has all the first, party titles coming out for it, it's going to blow the 3DS out. PS Vita is dead. And I don't know, I mean, I'll be 100% completely honest. PS Vita is completely dead. I do not see a revival coming for Vita at all. With a lot of other companies, you fail, that's it. But Nintendo has bounced back with 3DS. Right now, the 3DS has a lot of great games coming out for it. It's one of the strongest in the handheld market. I mean, besides the iPhone, basically, besides smartphones, the 3DS is a powerhouse. And they have all this stuff coming out for it. I think the same thing is going to happen.
If the Wii U bounces back and they use this momentum for Mario Kart, they need to launch into all the new game releases from E3 and get everybody feeling good about Nintendo again. And I know the perfect way they can do that, there's a certain franchise that if they bring back, it'll revitalize everything. And that franchise is Kirby. They need to bring back Kirby with a new game, and it'll just be great.
They need to bring back Earthbound.
They'll need to bring back Metroid! Bring it back!
Dude, Earthbound is great. Okay.
Forget Earthbound!
Metroid.
Forget Earthbound! I'm Spacebound and Metroid.
Classic. Metroid is. I think if they do a three-punch kind of reveal, they reveal the new Legend of Zelda that has been coming out.
Zelda's all but confirmed.
Right, Zelda's all but confirmed at this because they have been working on the next one. You know that they're going to have a new Legend of Zelda for the Wii U console. If they open up with Metroid, and bring that back, and also maybe at the last point get playable Smash Brothers on the floor.
Yes, they will have that
because it's coming. Yeah, they will have that. And if Smash Brothers gets a good reception and people are like, "Man, this is really good," if the new Legend of Zelda looks amazing, if it wows everybody in the audience, and if they announce something coming back, it could be
Star Fox, it could be Earthbound, it could be Metroid, it could be whatever.
The thing about Nintendo is that they have such a plethora of stuff they can announce,
and they never do.
Like we were just talking about,
never do.
Right,
it's been
Microsoft
Donkey
on Sony,
Kong, and it's been Mario. Really.
Right, it's the stuff they've tided this over with. This is the year, if they've been developing stuff for the Wii U, this is where it should start to be announced and should be. And if Nintendo is smart, because Wii U sales have been failing, and 3DS has gone up, but it's not been what they wanted to do. If they are smart, they have saved every single reveal they want to do, and they're going to just unleash it right after this wave of Mario Kart hype.
Yeah.
If they do this, if they play this right, this is the return to form for Nintendo. And the thing about the Wii U is that it can, unlike the Wii, the graphics are pretty good on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Sure, they might not be at
awesome. The Mario Kart graphics are fantastic.
They're great. Right, Mario Kart looks fantastic, and it's not like the Wii where you could be like, oh, this is just the motion controls, and no matter, even if they did everything, they couldn't match up. Nintendo can match up. The games on the Nintendo consoles can look fantastic, and they can make great-looking games now. That's where they can compete.
Now there are
with Sony and Microsoft.
There are a couple other predictions for this year's E3. Just the other night, when we were planning on doing this episode, we were talking about the possibility of a Mario level editor. And what do you know?
Yeah.
It's rumored a game called Mario Maker, which is exactly that.
Yeah, it might be.
But it's either fake.
I don't know if I should say the last E3. But what I've always said is that if Nintendo had released the Wii U, even just as is, but they said, all right, so we have the Wii U and New Super Mario Brothers Wii, it's remastered and it's bundled in with every single copy of Wii U. Oh, and there's also a level editor that we made that comes alongside it. You can make your levels, you can share them online. That would have made the Wii U sold much more at the beginning because it didn't have a strong launch title. But if you have you can use it does everything with Nintendo. It showcases the tablet to create the levels, showcases stuff like Miiverse and their online stuff that they're trying to do, and it's a freaking Mario game with custom levels. Who doesn't want to play that?
Yeah,
I would have gotten it. Honestly, if I had that, because if you have that free game, Wii Sports was okay. If you get a free Mario game and unlimited content that keeps supplying itself, you just go online and you see YouTube videos and you do that and you get custom levels and stuff. That would have completely sold the console for me.
Yeah,
that's all I want. And now they might be. I think it's fake, right? Mario Maker.
It's a rumor that it may be, but the only thing people say. is the only reason they're saying it's fake is because they're like analyzing the picture and saying like, oh, could this have been edited in Photoshop? What about that hand? Did they rip that from some other promotional image? Blah blah blah. It's
okay.
just theorizing, but there are some people that are
Okay.
apparently reputable insiders saying, oh, it may be real. Stay tuned, but nobody knows anything for sure.
Honestly, that's a great thing to announce. I mean, Mario is great to play. He's the platformer game, and if you can create levels and Nintendo allows you to do that, that's really good. So
Now there is
I'm
one more
excited for
thing.
that.
The last thing
What?
about Nintendo that's been confirmed will be at the show. NFC. They're gonna have some new huge thing with NFC figures, and if you don't know what those are, think Disney Infinity.
Yeah.
Disney
Right.
Infinity
Skylanders.
Skylanders, yeah. That's gonna be a thing, and it's probably gonna have Smash Brothers integration. They may have a game for it. Nobody really knows.
Honestly,
So, yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do for it per se, but if I were them, it would totally be Pokemon.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I
Because-
can't
You gotta make that money.
Yes.
I can't imagine.
There is gonna be a new Pokemon
Yeah.
game. It may be a
The
Pokemon
toys-
fighting game.
The characters make. And maybe I guess like with Pokemon, it's one of those deals that the characters themselves are iconic. They can't just release a new thing. I guess Skylanders did do it first, but if they released like the Wonderful 100 with toys, I don't think I would have bought off because none of those characters are iconic.
Yeah.
None of those characters are something that kids want. But as a kid, if they have Pokemon, little figurines and stuff that you can put and you can play in the game and stuff like that, dude, that would be a major sales contender. So possibly.
Yeah, you like have all these like Pokemon you can like have, and kids. There's no doubt that you probably want to buy more than one, because I can't. If it's like saying choose your favorite Pokemon, I mean it's not possible for me personally.
Darkrai all day, every day, any day.
Yeah, I like Darkrai, but I think maybe
What about
close to my
Blaziken?
favorite.
Blaziken's number 2.
Cyperia.
Who the heck is that? Okay, anyway. This is
The
destabilizing.
Snivy
facts.
third evolution.
So, that's Nintendo. Kahi, do you have any other comments you want to make?
Real quick, Legend of Zelda. I'm a very, 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 very big Legend of Zelda fan. The thing about the Legend of Zelda fan base, though, is that they are the most finicky people in the world. They follow a pattern. Here's the pattern. Last game was terrible. Game before that was good. Game before that was underrated. Game before that was game before that is underrated, then overrated masterpiece, and then masterpiece. So right now we've gone to the thing where so Skyward Sword's a terrible game. Twilight Princess is okay. Wind Waker's a masterpiece. Majora's Mask is underrated. Ocarina of Time is overrated, and it's gonna continue. Next is gonna be Majora's Mask is gonna be the one that's overrated, and Twilight Princess, what a masterpiece. So Wind Waker's overrated. All these things go back and forth.
So what's the
Nintendo's
prediction
kinda
for the
capitalized
next
with
game?
Wind Waker because Wind Waker's gonna. Prediction for the next game is this. I think they're going to do something very similar to the Wii U demo that they did in E3 2012, I believe. I think they're going to go for that graphical style. I believe so. They have returned to the Link to the Past style for the 3DS as opposed to the as opposed to the as opposed to the Toon Wind Waker style that they did with the DS. So I think they're going to go for a more realistic thing. They're not going to do the shell shaded half Twilight Princess, half Wind Waker thing for Skyward Sword. And once they announce, there's going to be a bunch of people who are like, man, I really like the cell shaded thing. Now it looks gritty and realistic, and I don't know what Nintendo's doing, and I can't believe they're doing this again. And some people are going to be excited, and some people aren't. And there's no real way to see beforehand. But I do think the Wii U tablet is really suited for this kind of thing. Zelda has a thing where choosing different items has always been a bit of a pain, and just being able to tap bow, bomb, all the other tools that you have on your Wii U tablet. It's going to be great. So more open world. I want to see more open world in Zelda, and I want to see a more serious, darker art style. Not too dark, but something that looks fantastic, of course. A really standout game for the Wii U. That's Earthbound.
Fantastic.
Probably.
The one last bit of E3 news I want to get your opinion on before you have to go in like 6 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Is presumably the EA press conference is going to be big this year. For a lot of reasons, but one reason because we may get trailer for the next Mass Effect.
Get high!
Yes.
Now, for those that may have been living under a rock for the last 2 years, things didn't exactly go over well last time because Mass Effect 3 was a great game for like 99% of it, but then the last 1% was so atrociously bad that it's all anybody could ever talk about. And the game got completely overshadowed by said 1%. So they have a lot to live up to in the announcement of a new game. Will it be prequel? Will it be sequel? Will it be good? Will it be bad? Who knows?
Because BioWare's the one who created the company inside, that EA owns. They're publishers. EA is a publisher, but they're making Dragon Age Inquisition, and you think you want to feel that it's going to be good, but you're just paranoid that 1%'s just going to get it down again, just like Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
It's like BioWare has to gain the fans' trust again.
Yep.
Even though it's not really their fault because it was EA that was pushing them to get it out.
Didn't want to delay the game, so they had to come up with some new ending. But whatever, Kahi, do you want it to be a prequel or a sequel? What do you think? Which would you prefer?
I want to see. I want a sequel.
Yeah, me too.
I want a sequel.
I want to see a sequel.
When you have a prequel, you are locked in.
Yep.
That's the basic thing. You're locked into a predetermined storyline because you are a prequel. And for Mass Effect, the big deal with player choices, the big deal with all that, you can't have that carryover if you're dealing with a prequel. You know, your choices going through and the stuff that you make affecting the world, you will be locked into a lot of major stuff because you can't have, you can't make sure the Geth don't revolt against the Quarians. You can't make sure that the Krogans don't get the, what's it called?
The genophage.
The genophage, right. You can't change any of that. All that stuff is set, and you just have to make little world choices, not big ones. Sequel allows you to do anything. But then again, the way it ended, I doubt that it would have to be a huge game.
Did I just return
and that's the big thing.
To an ME3 debate?
No, not a debate. We're talking about the possibility of a new game.
Good.
Right, and we're talking, it should be a prequel or a sequel. What do you think, Eljay?
Prequel or sequel? They would have to do a really good job either retconning ME3's ending or really well explaining it or shoving the indoctrination theory in there in order to make a good sequel.
That is true.
But a prequel would be kind of boring. So instead, maybe they should make a sequel.
They should do an alternate dimension.
No. Forget that. They should do... This is Bionicle.
Shepard finds an old sequel.
Do a sequel about another part of the world.
So like happening at the same time, but different groups.
Happening a little bit afterwards, but groups that... Maybe the group that figures out how to fix everything. Something like that.
Possibly. The big thing, my thing about having a sequel is that I still want the main character to be human.
Yeah.
Not that I mind playing as a different alien race, but having humans in the franchise was such a big thing for me. And they really drove home a lot of stuff about the elusive man and human superiority.
They'll have
which I believed until the guy went completely crazy.
Kahi.
All that other stuff.
Kahi. Don't.
They might do the thing they did in Dragon Age Origins when you can choose a species and an origin story. There's like 6 origin stories and 3 species.
Don't you want
You know what? They could do that.
to play? I'm sure you all want to play as the guy voiced by that one astronaut.
Oh yeah, the guy at the end.
Yeah.
I want to.
Okay, that you know what?
Lol.
That is something. I don't know what the
No,
heck?
let's not do this again.
Everything
No.
about that thing was like,
No.
All right, one more story.
No. Alden, what have you done? What have you done?
I guess you could say, Meso, that I am the harbinger of your
Tell
destruction.
me another story about the shepherd.
Okay, so before Kahi has to go, Kahi, I think we should do that thing we were talking about yesterday about giving thanks real quick before you have to go. Remember? Hint, hint. Gratitude to fans. Kahi,
Kahi.
I swear.
Kahi, are you there?
Kahi!
Oh, wait.
Okay, Eljay, you act as
Oh.
Kahi here. Fill his role.
Hey, yeah,
like
that.
ideas.
So we at TTV and Pandemic Panda would like to thank all of our fans for graciously spreading our content and sharing it with the
Sounds
And
like you've got false teeth in.
and sharing it with everyone. We really appreciate it.
Kahi, quick. You're back?
I am back.
Eljay just had to fill your role for like a minute because you were gone.
Oh yeah, okay. So it has come to our attention. Yeah, it has come to our attention that some fans of ours have been spreading, sharing our stuff and doing stuff to other groups on Facebook or other social media and otherwise. And to them, I would like to give the greatest shout out and the highest of high fives and an encouragement to keep doing it, no matter where you are, who you are in life, and who says yes or no about anything. We make this content so as many Bionicle fans can enjoy it as you have. And it might get discouraging because there are people who aren't as smart as you are to listen to our content. But you should always strive to do so. Shove it down everybody's throat. Why for religion? Because that has always worked.
Okay,
Well
that's
said,
fine.
Kahi.
No negative
Well-
repercussions whatsoever.
Well said. Truly well said.
No, but seriously, share our content everywhere. We
Yes.
appreciate the views. We appreciate the fans.
Yeah.
Shout out to all you guys. I wish you could call you out by names, but I do have to go. That was my last thing to say. Good luck, E3. I'll see you guys all at a later date. And like, share, favorite, subscribe.
Audio.
Rate.
Kahi. Rate all day, every day.
Bye.
Adios.
I know. No, wait, no, don't. Don't do it.
Well, okay. Welcome back, Eljay. Is everything okay?
Thank you.
Alright, basically all you've missed is Vin gave his thoughts, which I've yet to have
Everything.
an opportunity to read and call, which I will now do, and then you can give your thoughts about stuff, and then we'll probably end things.
Go for it.
So Venom, he departed earlier, but he's imparted unto me in chat his opinions. He says, Microsoft, convince me that the Xbox One will be worth buying in the next year for more than just Halo. I agree with him there. Sony, stay awesome and give me some games. I agree with him there. Ubisoft, he's actually looking forward to seeing what you have to offer. I'm loving Watch Dogs, and I can't wait to see what's next in Assassin's Creed. Kahi interjects with, Dude, how awesome is Watch Dogs? And then Vince says, hopefully we'll see a good 3D Rayman game again. In the end, I predict Microsoft and Nintendo may be the weakest links this year, and that's all. Watch Dogs is fantastic. Gotta go now. Bye. And that's Vin for you.
Interesting.
Now, LJ,
Hmm.
is there anything in particular you're looking forward to see this year or curious
No.
about? No? Okay.
Well, curious about, yes. Interested to see what they do for Halo, and I'm hoping against hope that the Halo 2 anniversary that we know is going to be coming out comes out for the 360. If it doesn't, I'm going to be disappointed. Slightly.
You should need some realism on your soda, LJ.
I'm not getting an Xbox One. Forget it.
You already said a while ago you would, maybe.
I already said a while ago, oh hey, if I were going to, then it would be a long time.
No, you said I may consider it now.
Yes, consider
The
it.
only roadblock is money, which, to be fair, you have a lot of stuff you need to buy.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
one
one big
day.
roadblock.
Yeah,
Maybe one day.
we'll see. I'm still not putting a lot of
It doesn't sound, even now it's just like meh, Xbox One.
It needs games. There's like nothing. People that bought it say, and the PS4 too, to an extent, it's just a big paperweight. And that's why
Hey,
I'm not one of those
like-
people that drop money on $400, $500 things when there's nothing to do.
It's like my computer at
Pretty much.
times, which reminds me, for later, of course. Anyway, yeah, I'm interested. I'm going to have to echo some of Venom's sentiments earlier. I think Microsoft and Nintendo will be the weaker links. However, Nintendo's always been the weakest link.
Yeah,
I think
unfortunately.
Sony's going to do really good. Microsoft will come in close second.
I was saying earlier, I'm betting this year will be a kind of like a role reversal of last year, because last year we were talking about how terrible Microsoft's press conference was and all the stupid stuff they were pulling, and then how Sony hilariously one-upped them. And this year, Microsoft's got a bunch of stuff lined up. All Sony has lined up is game delays.
Huh?
But there will be some cool stuff either way you cut the cake.
Yeah.
What about Call of Duty?
Call of Duty's going to be Call of Duty. It's going to do the exact same thing it's done every E3.
But with
Do Call
additional
of Duty.
Kevin Spacey.
Get people excited for it. That's what Call of Duty is going to do.
What about Tom Clancy's The Division?
It's going to do what The Division does, also similarly to what Call of Duty does. It's going to be there, it's going to exist, it's going to be a thing, and it's going to get people hyped for it for when it actually
But they
releases.
announced a new Ghost Recon game.
Then that's going to suck.
Oh. Well,
No, not because the game's going to suck. All Tom Clancy games have been pretty fantastic, if I do say so myself. It's going to suck because I just got Ghost Recon Future Soldier, and they already released a free-to-play version of Ghost Recon Future Soldier called Phantoms.
really?
So, beans. Yes, actually.
I knew not about
One of our
this.
fans inquired about it.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Now, talk about your thoughts. I'm going to be right back. real
Okay.
quickly.
Viper. What do you think?
Yeah.
Prophecy has been fulfilled. It's now just us here. What do you hope
Well,
for E3?
I mean, I'm more excited for the Halo 2 anniversary just because I loved that game, and I never actually played the multiplayer,
It was
which
great.
apparently I missed out very bad. But I don't know. I just want to see all the cool like gameplay and trailers. Like I'm like one of those people that just I'm not excited in theory, but when I see something practically working, like in like a trailer or
Yeah.
a gameplay, like in the conference, this is when I start to get excited. Like other than that, I'm just like, ugh, this is
Yeah.
not really that exciting.
There's only so much excitement text and speculation can bring you. You need to
Yep.
see stuff.
And I can't wait to hear all the ridiculous rumors that Halo Guardians is gonna get.
Oh yeah. You know it. That's the thing about E3.
Like,
That's what I love. For those that don't know, our fans, every year it's like pandemic tradition. We get as many people as we can. We get a ton of snacks. We sit down and all day we just watch every E3 conference live streamed in rapid succession. And even when it's terrible, it's so funny because sometimes E3 is so bad it's laughable, and sometimes it's so good.
Did
it's great.
you watch the VGAs like Pandemic?
Unfortunately, no, and I feel that was a missed opportunity.
I feel like you should have watched that because apparently it was extremely awkward,
As I've
and that
heard.
just would have been hilarious.
We probably will this year.
It probably won't be as bad this year, but apparently it was just super awkward. Like the co-hosts like didn't like each other, and you could tell, and you're like, oh no.
Well.
Yeah, I'm also the Gears of War thing. I hope that kind of like shows itself, but
Yeah.
you don't know. But yeah, it seems like there's a good lineup. Last year there wasn't really any interesting games.
That is true.
Like it was just like all next gen stuff, and I knew I wasn't be able to afford the next gen consoles, so it's like, well,
Yeah, this year their price drops already are abounding like crazy. The hype has kind of died down. Maybe now we'll get some good games.
Oh, also, Fable.
Yes, that will probably be there.
You heard anything from Fable? Like, Fable, whatever it's called, The Journey was. Oh, as soon as someone said Connect, I was like, I'm out. I hate Connect.
They'll probably have a new trailer, but yeah, Connect is garbage.
And also, Fable 3 was disappointing as well.
Huh.
I wanted to go back to a more kind of serious, because it was just so goofy.
Yeah.
And just, it was boring and easy. Like, I didn't faint once in the game.
Well,
But yeah, I just hope that Fable comes back better.
it probably
But
will.
never-
It's one of their good franchises. Probably.
It is a good franchise, but it's just been butchered recently.
Here are my hopes and predictions. I'm going to outline those right now, and then we'll probably end. Microsoft, I want good games. I want no nonsense. Hopefully I get both. We'll see. They could go either way. EA, I want details on the new Mass Effect, all their cool games. They'll probably talk about sports half the time, so I won't be interested. Got to get hyped for that next gen
FIFA 15.
Viper. FIFA.
FIFA 15, man! It's the most original game out there.
You gotta get it. You gotta get FIFA. You gotta play it.
I don't even like football, let alone playing football on a console.
You gotta get it.
And then there was Angry Joe's Madden Rage for the
Ubisoft.
next gen console.
For Ubisoft, I am hoping for stuff about the Division. Maybe Watch Dogs 2. I think it's probably too early to announce Watch Dogs 2. The game just came out, but they announced earlier this year sequels have been in development for quite a long time. So maybe they'll announce it. I don't know. Doubtful, heavily doubtful. Oh yeah, I forgot. EA. There may or may not be a trailer for Titanfall 2. Because
Titanfall 2?
I do not think there will be one. I do not think they will have yearly releases, but it is a possibility.
I don't understand why people like the companies recently, you release a game and then you're like, just even before like the fact of the game being like sunk in to and like discussed, there's already like a sequel.
Well, it's because people recently have this fascination with releasing trailers years before a game's ready to come out, just to say we're making it.
No, like
I
playing
disagree
the
with that.
actual game.
Yeah, you're playing the actual game, and oh, well, the next one's coming in like 2 years. Halo 5 was announced a couple weeks ago. It's not coming out until November 2015, and I'm like, okay, well, did you really need to announce it now? You know, it's like, but I would not put it past them to say, okay, we're making it expected in 2016 or whatever. But that's just
I kind of worry. I kind of worry about like how much people, the companies show off their games. Like I do like them showing off gameplay and such, but when they start showing off like levels and stuff, it's kind of like how like the Spider-Man trailers, like even though they didn't really have half the stuff in there, but it's like
it did spoil some stuff.
It spoiled some stuff, and it's like, well, it's
I agree.
unnecessary.
I would like the experience preserved. There will be new Assassin's Creed footage at the Ubisoft conference for those that care about that. I've never played Assassin's Creed, so I really don't, but any new games are welcome.
I stopped buying them after Brotherhood.
I've heard the latest one's really good.
Yeah, Like,
Sony, I've been like a naysayer about them this whole conference, but I'm not a Sony hater. I think they did very well last year. Rumors are there will be
a lot of
Uncharted 4. There may be Last of Us 2. Maybe.
a lot of improvisation from Sony.
Yeah. They will have trailers for The Order, whatever the heck it's called, that just recently got delayed till 2015. Probably have a trailer for Drive Club, their racing game. Hopefully one or two new items. Rumor is there will be something from Valve.
What's Valve?
You ever heard of Half-Life?
Yes, but I don't really know it that well.
The company that does Steam and Half-Life
Oh
and Left 4
yeah.
Dead. And before people
Haven't
say,
they released a new controller?
oh yeah, they're working on one. So people are like, oh, what will Valve's game be? Will it be Half-Life 3? No, it probably won't. But they're going to do something. Maybe. We'll see what that ends up being, if anything. And Sony is going to also have a new game in the Souls series. Probably Demon Souls 2. Maybe not. I doubt it's Dark Souls 3. Because it's going to be PS4 exclusive. Because the first Demon Souls game was PS3 exclusive. So this new one, it's been codenamed Project Beast. And it has shotguns and other cool stuff. So that's going to be interesting to see. And then Nintendo, Kahi pretty much expressed my opinions earlier because I agree with him on a lot of stuff. But I will say, I will champion the announcement of a new Metroid game until the end of time.
Bring back Metroid. Hashtag.
Exactly. And now that my opinions are out of the way, we have to stall until Eljay gets back so we can end this. So, Viper.
Yep.
What you want to talk about?
Well, I did get my Legends books.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Is this just normal conversation or is this recorded conversation?
Normal recorded conversation. It's normal.
Will you cut this out?
No. This is the episode, but it's normal conversations. Let's talk.
I was gonna say you already know this. That I got all the Legends books and I'm on Dark Destiny right now, reading them all. Woohoo!
Oh yeah. How about that there interesting comment string on episode 101?
I wish I never commented on that string, I swear. It just made things a whole lot worse.
Yeah. That's what it would be like if we had a TTV forum.
It should just be called the destabilization forum.
I agree.
Everything destabilizes. The topics are just so random. No, literally, the BZP staff members, if they went on that, I think their heads would explode. Because of how irrelevant the topics are. They're just like, ah!
Yeah, quite likely.
Oh, yeah, that would be pretty funny.
You guys are very
Probably spend my
fans.
Yeah. You bring humor.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Bring on the awkward silence.
it's not awkward. It's a comfortable silence. What?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay, let's just sleep until LJ gets back. I wish we had a jingle, some elevator music we could play.
Yeah, it's just it's what's it called? Intermission.
Yep.
It's like
Some music.
Singing the Mr. Wilson rap.
Let's see. There has to be some.
Come on, LJ.
Yeah, I don't know where he is.
LJ, where are you?
Prophecy.
This entire call is just destabilized.
Prophecy foretold this day would happen. Everyone left. It's just us.
No, the whole call just since the beginning, it's almost as bad as the Smell of Nose episode where it was just destabilizing, like so many technical issues, like Venom kept having planes land like fly right over his head, making huge noise, and then he's just like, and then he lags out, and then he just drops call, and everybody's just like, Venom.
Yep.
Venom.
Left. Now Kahi.
And then Kahi lags. Then LJ disappears. And then that's about it.
Well, what's been going on in your life?
we should do an advertisement. We should do.
Okay, what do you want to advertise?
I can't be bothered to create an ad. I can't be bothered to create an advert on my own because I'm really lazy. Anyways. So next up on Dragon Ball Z, I mean TTV. Well, E3 is going to be interesting because it'll be the last day of school I will ever have. Yay!
Here's a question. How many conferences are you going to stay up for?
Well, when will it end?
You'll definitely get to see Microsoft and EA. But Ubisoft and Sony are on the later end of things. And I'm not sure.
Yeah, but what time?
I have no clue. I know some 4 a.m. for you, so probably not.
Challenge accepted.
Don't do it, Viper. It's not worth it.
I will do it. I want to just leave the call on and just fall asleep.
I guess you could do that. You could take naps in between the conferences.
How long is the gaps between the conferences?
That's actually a good question. I think like 2 hours.
I probably could, yeah. I don't actually seem to sleep anymore. I seem to have lots of naps during the night.
Really?
Yeah, I wake up like every 3 hours or something and just like, oh, I'm gonna go back to sleep. And then I wake up and it's like another 3 hours and I'm like, oh great. And my cat wakes me up. So yeah, my sleep pattern, if it wasn't destroyed before I went on here, it's definitely dead now.
I feel so bad. I'm sorry.
Don't feel bad.
I'm sorry.
Don't feel bad. If I honestly wanted to sleep, I would have put Do Not Disturb on Skype.
That's true.
I don't care. Unless I'm like close to collapsing, which I never really am because I don't do anything during the day, then I don't mind waking up.
Okay.
Unless it's a school night. In that case, that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
But I do it anyway.
Do it anyway. Do. Where the heck is LJ?
LJ!
Sometimes I question LJs.
Sometimes I question humans. Was that you?
That was me.
That was like the first time I came onto TTV. You had the like skeleton avatar, and then it was like sometimes I question humans.
Yep. 'Twas me.
But my avatars have always been the same.
Wow.
Actually, they changed the most, but they're always the same thing.
You change the most, and then Skype bugs out, and I can't see the changes for like a week.
I like my avatar right now. It's pretty cool. It's pretty shway.
It is indeed. My current.
Can you see it?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to the Dark Destiny part of the book where it's like they're talking about they're all like the bit in the mountain where they're just like, Bale,
Bale, get the heck out of Dodge.
I'm not dying for this. And they just run away. And then Avak has to stay behind, and they're just like, wow, poor guy,
Yeah.
being
Poor
bored to
Avak.
death. I love it when he's just like, your lives are worth nothing compared to theirs. And he's just like, we like you too.
That's per the Paraka dynamic for you.
We like you too. It's like, I don't know what it reminds me of, but it's like it's usually in cartoons when there's like that one bully that's like, they like start throwing accusations around, and then he's like, who did it? And then he's just like, they're all standing there, and it's like, I did. And then the person just gets absolutely destroyed. Or it's like, I don't know why, but it reminds, someone should actually do this. Someone should do like a meme. The meme when it's like, so what's our new plan for finding the Mask of Life? And they're just like, drain more lava, enslave more Ratoran, look in the green belt. And the guy looks at him and kicks him out the window. You see a lot of corporate ones with that. You get like the Pokemon ones. It's just like, more Pokemon, customization, actual different storyline. And then the guy like looks at him and just kicks him out, like pushes him out the window.
Lol.
I love that meme. That meme's one of my favorites. It's just the pause between where it's just like the window's there, and it's like, except I saw this one and it was like, the room's hot in here. What should we do? More air conditioning. Wear yes uniform. Have windows. And then you expect it to be windows, but there's no windows, so it's just the wall, and then the wall cracks.
Yes. Let me go see if I can find a bit of topical news for us to talk about.
Yep, this episode is like gonna be a pain to edit.
Nah, not really. I don't. Up till now, I hadn't had to edit anything.
Wait, all of that's gonna be in the episode?
Yeah.
No, Meso.
Yes, Viper.
No.
Yeah.
This is TTV general conversation.
Pretty much.
And I'm back.
Finally.
Finally! You stay here until we finish the thing.
Life ain't gonna have time for TTV.
Welcome back. Now we can end. It's just been me and Viper talking about random stuff for like 20 minutes.
Wow. So, do we want an LJ Life recap?
Yes, let's do that and then we can end. LJ Life update for the week of June 7th, 2014.
It's like a little diary. It's like June 17th.
So, 3 things have happened. 1 good thing has happened. Wait, 1, a good thing has happened. Irrigation is on break now. So we're
Yay.
off irrigation for like a week, and then it's going to go back on for a week, and after that week, it's going to break for like a bunch more weeks. That's cool.
Hooray for specifics.
Yes. 2, a bad thing has happened. Unfortunately, the day before we recorded this, one of our cats, which we've had for a long, long time, I'm not going to give any specific number, but he was really old. Fortunately, yesterday he passed away pretty early in the morning, so it's definitely been a bit rough in that regard.
Yeah.
So it's pretty unfortunate because we've had him for a really, really long time. My younger brother, actually, we've had him for as long as my younger brother's been alive.
Oh, wow.
So it's been a long time. So unfortunately, natural causes took him. So yeah,
It's better than being taken any other way.
yeah.
Very true.
So
My other cat had to be put down because he had a stomach tumor. It
Yeah.
was awful. Yeah.
but yeah, so this year was him. Last year was another one of our cats. So we're down to 3.
Mm.
So
How are your other cats? Are they like? I know
They're
they're
all
quite
fine.
solitary animals.
they're
Yeah.
all fine.
You see, like I used to have guinea pigs. When a guinea pig dies, it affects the other one because they're not solitary.
Oh, physically
they
they're
can-
fine.
They're social animals.
However, his sister is pretty distraught. She's running around,
Mm.
and my cat
Because
Beastie.
I heard
Now
I heard
Mouse.
cats can get
Wait,
depressed.
What's going on with Beastie?
Beastie, he's kind of distraught as well, but now he's the king cat, the only male cat we have in the house now.
Wow. Beastie's legacy must continue at any cost.
Quite. But yeah, so there's that. And finally, third thing, which is another good thing.
Woohoo! 2 for 1.
Hang on.
No, I refuse to hang on. You're not doing this again.
Don't you dare do this!
I'm not doing this. Not. Anyway, final thing. Toa Keltan made. He's the new,
Oh yeah.
the new fan on the block, as far as fan content is concerned. He made a video based off of episode 94, The Smell of Nose, just entirely about my misfortune. It's pretty hilarious.
Yup, I figured you'd seen
He
this.
did a
but-
great. He did a great job, especially with the ending.
Okay, yeah, I'll be honest. For the first part, I was like laughing. It was funny, but the end kicked it up a notch, and then I
Yeah.
really started laughing. That was.
I need to see this.
I shall link it for you, but I can't find it, so I shall delegate it to Eljay. Link it for him.
Okay.
Thank you.
So anyway, so that's been the update. It's been pretty rough,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, at least you did have some good news. I
Very
guess.
minor in comparison.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it seems that as soon as my former guest, Elena, left, everything kind of just went back to going downhill.
Yep. That's the LJ way. 2014 has sucked for you.
It's been an awful year. It's been really difficult, unfortunately.
I remember. What were your thoughts on 2013? Was that a good year or not?
It wasn't a bad year. I mean, it's kind of a growing year.
So, like on a scale of 1 to 10, 2013 would be like what, a 7 or an 8? This year would be like a
Ish.
-2.
This has been a really difficult year, and not even like the stuff I share on the podcast. Just some of the stuff. Then there's like always tons of
Yeah.
uncertainties.
Oh yeah.
And
I know what you're
this, that, and
talking
the other
about. At least
thing.
one thing is bad news.
so, but it has not been a good year for me. Making it better, but
We still have half
It's
the
been-
year to go. Maybe it'll bounce back.
well, I'm gonna have some guests coming up this month.
Woohoo!
So interesting.
Everybody go party at LJ's house.
Yeah,
Free.
I swear I'm
LJ,
hoping to make the trifecta of guests.
LJ, you should open a bed and breakfast.
You know, that'd be something else. LJ's bed and breakfast.
LJ's antagonistic bed and breakfast.
Yeah, like every time before you go to sleep, I always like start saying, "When are you gonna go to sleep? Are you gonna sleep now? Don't tell me you want a snack before you sleep." Gonna go
You're just
sleep.
like, oh, go to sleep and never wake up.
Lols.
Are you gonna go to sleep? Where's my money? Go to sleep. Where's your wallet
You better
hidden?
give me good rating.
You know,
Better give me
I
good
was
rating.
gonna name this episode E3 2014 predictions, but I think I'm gonna name it LJ's bed and breakfast. I think
That sounds good to me.
that's fitting. Another one
Yep.
to chalk up to you.
Yep. Awesome.
He's like, the tally chart's like 5 meters long. Everyone's like, 1 or 2 or 3, and LJ's got about 50.
Pretty much.
I actually have to go and see how many have been named because of me.
I guarantee you at least like 20 of them have.
Yeah, over 20.
Well, on that note, I think we can go ahead and end this episode of TTV.
Yep.
Much discussion has been had. We've lost many cast members along the way. Hour and a half long. And I will not edit any of it out.
Oh,
So
no.
this will be
No.
long. Yes, I'm keeping it in our like
shipping.
15-minute random discussion.
Let the shipping commence.
Shut up, Eljay.
Have fun, fans.
Wow, just
Leave me out of it.
No, LJ. Just remember, LJ's the one that started that.
I didn't start nothing. Just
He's the one that goes to visit TTV members.
No, the TTV members, former TTV
Well, the
members.
TTV members come to you.
You're right, they do. That's not
Just
my
remember,
fault.
Alina.
Partially my fault.
Yeah, well. Thank you all for watching TTV episode 102. We will see you all whenever. We probably will have a video. The next TTV episode may or may not be this coming Saturday again. It may be sooner because it'll deal with E3 reactions. It may not even be a TTV episode. It may be a special. It'll depend on how many people we can corral on at one point during the weekday and how many people would be here if we saved it for Saturday. So you may or may not have TTV back sooner than anticipated, but for now, we bid you all adieu. Please like, favorite, rate, comment, subscribe, etc., etc. Thank you all for watching. I'm Messanak.
I'm LJ.
I'm Viper.
And with us were Kahi and Venom. We'll see you all next time.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
See ya.